Hi, I'm Troy.
And I'm Vicki.
And we are Empty Nesters Wine.
Like and subscribe to Troy's podcast.
Well, you got to drop your voice when you do that.
It's my made for radio voice.
You got a perfect face for radio. Hey, welcome back to Empty Nesters Podcast, episode number 23. Last week we introduced Aaron and Jennifer on our podcast, and we've got them back for more great stories. We talked a lot about Aaron last week, but I didn't ask Jennifer how is it living with Aaron?
Every day is an adventure. That's all I can say.
I can imagine.
She's trying to be politically correct.
It's a lot of reminders and indecisions.
You have a 12-year-old son?
Just turned 13.
So it's like having two 13-year-olds in the house? Probably.
Basically, yeah. Nash is probably a little bit more mature than Aaron, though.
Right.
Except on game night. Especially on game night. Man, I want to talk about somebody that's not lucky.
Playing games with these two, Aaron and Nash and Jennifer, is fun.
And Aaron reminded me the other day that because I said that they keep getting, like, their whole intention is to just beat me. Whether Aaron wins or Nash wins, it's just to beat me.
If Jennifer loses, everyone wins.
And then he said, that's all your fault. And I was like, it's not my fault. And he said, yes, it is, because a long time ago you told me that, like, he and Nash needed to, whatever he needed to do to be buddies with him, whether it was gang up on me or what, do it. So I gave him that permission.
They found a common thread. They want to beat Jennifer at everything.
Well, I was, when you introduce somebody new to your little man's life, you got to find that common ground. And
it's
what
true.
it was is beat up mom.
And he can relate to you because you're both about the same maturity level. Mindset.
He can relate to me because he and I are winners.
Well, there you go.
When it comes to game night, we win. Me or him win 98% of the time.
Well, Nash, we were just playing Uno, so Nash will try not to play cards on Aaron like a +2 or a skip or whatever. He wants it to be reversed so then he can play it on me, like intentionally.
They're ganging up.
Yeah. So I have no choice.
We're not ganging up because I'll play +2,
that explains why she wins when we actually come to visit.
Yeah.
Of course she loses 95% of the time because two of you go in with the mindset that she's going to lose at any
Look, I didn't know this was going to be everybody on Jennifer's side. I thought you were my brother, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Well, see, the thing is, you win very often. So when you don't win, it's a big thing for us. Like Branson, for instance, which we'll bring up in a little while. But we had an excellent week in Branson.
That was awesome.
I had a lot of fun that weekend.
All right, we're just going to skip the introduction. We'll taste some wine at the end. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. Let's go on to Branson. So we took a trip to Branson, the four of us. Jennifer, you had a coworker with a timeshare or something?
Well, yeah, but that didn't work out, so we ended up just getting a regular old
Okay. Well,
condo.
wherever we went, it was sweet, man. It was a nice setup, a nice pond with some ducks right outside the balcony, and it was very cool. So, yeah, we get together and play cards, Uno, crabs, board games, Skyjo, all kinds of stuff all the time. And Aaron probably wins more than 50% of the time.
And he's usually a sore winner, too.
Oh, very. Oh, yeah.
I just let you guys know that I rightfully won.
Yeah, he's... So we went to Branson for a week, and I think we sat down to play some crabs. It's a dice game, and Aaron couldn't even... You got to get 1,000 to get on the board, is what we call it. He couldn't even get on the board. We're all running away with this game, and he had a rough night.
Not a rough night. It was a rough week.
Yeah. So then we played Uno, and he lost bad at Uno.
I didn't win anything the whole week.
No, even miniature golf.
Sucked.
We went to play miniature golf. He lost at that, too.
We went out, miniature golf. He couldn't hit anything right.
I now know why they call it Misery, the state, instead of Missouri. Because that's what it was. It was just a miserable experience.
It was an entire week of Aaron losing at everything. Unfortunately, he's a Kansas City Chiefs fan, as am I, and he lost that one too. Remember, that was a Monday night game. They were playing the Rams.
Yeah.
They scored 50 points, 53.
Yeah, and still lost.
And lost. It was like 55 to 53 at the end or something. But yeah, Aaron couldn't win nothing in Branson. So,
no,
but then
he had fun at my expense in Branson.
Ah, yeah.
It's true.
We went on a zip lining adventure in Branson, and they had this like little network of bridges from tree to tree. And, you know, they're like, suspension whatever they are. The bouncy wooden platted stuff.
Yeah, so Aaron's behind me. Jennifer was smart. She took off before me, and she took off. Aaron got behind me, and he and the instructor were bouncing the thing all over the place. I couldn't even put my foot down in front of me.
My balance isn't so good, so I was just a little wobbly.
Sure.
The best part was we got to this supposedly, you can't see me, but I'm doing air quotes, free fall, where you jump off this platform and free fall. What was it, 30 feet?
Well, I think it was 40, but yeah.
40 feet. And what they do is they have you hooked to this harness with this cable. And when you first jump, you free fall, and then the cable starts just a little bit of tension, and a little more as you get closer, and it slows you down, so you stop right before you hit the ground. So, Jennifer, you went first?
I don't remember if I did or Aaron did.
I don't know. Maybe I acted like I was scared, and I was the first one to go. I remember acting like I was terrified of heights, and those guys like,
right.
Sure you
are.
The
guy that jumped out of airplanes and helicopters for a living.
Yes, I don't know. Maybe I went first.
Aaron, I might have jumped first, and then Jennifer jumped, and then it was Vicky's turn. I was behind behind Vicky. Vicky gets up there and she looks over the edge. And she's like, "No,
nope, I don't want to do it."
And literally, she's like, "I am not jumping. There's got to be another way out. There's got to be a chicken exit." And the guide that was with us, he stepped sideways in front of this sign that said chicken exit with an arrow. He says, "There is no chicken exit. This is the only way out."
He pushed me.
So Vicky gets on the edge, and she's just looking, and she's like shaking her head, and she's like, "I can't do it." And the guide kind of nudged her and pushed her off the ledge. It was great. You know, I was like, "Oh, nice work, Vicky. You did it."
And I made quite the sound.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron was laughing at me from the ground.
Yeah. Everybody was laughing at you.
Okay.
That's the highlight of misery.
That was the highlight of Branson, Missouri.
Oh, I like the Branson bell. You guys each got to go up on stage.
Yeah.
That was good, too.
That was good, yeah.
I forgot that one.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. God, what was there? A couple hundred people in the audience?
Well, over that, probably about 1,000 or so.
1,000?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a big
it was a lot.
3-floor dining room.
So 1,000 people and one comedian on stage, and he called 2 people onto the stage, me and this other bald guy, which I was bald at the time. I was shaving my head. So right away, I look at that guy. I look at myself. I'm like, oh, okay, I know what this is. Something to do with bald heads. And sure enough, so he did this comedy sketch for about 5 or 10 minutes with us up there.
Well, don't forget that you're trying to introduce. He's trying to introduce you, and you tried making some Facebook joke or something. He's like, "Hey, Troy, let's leave the jokes to me."
It's true. Yeah, he had plungers. He plunged our bald heads and stuck the plungers on, and there was a wire between the plungers. And he said, "You ever read anyone's mind before, Troy?" I said, "Well, I do have Facebook." I thought everybody else laughed. At least in my mind, I heard laughter, so I was a big hit. But then the guy's like, "Troy, leave the jokes to me." I was like, "Yeah, good plan." But then, so I don't know what it was, if I was in the right seat or what it was, because when he asked for volunteers, I shot my arm up, and and he pulled me up there. So then after the sketch was over, I went back and sat down. He says, "We're going to do another skit. I need 2 more volunteers." And I immediately shot my hand up, but with my finger pointing next to me, to my brother, Aaron. And he's like, okay, let's get him up there. Come on up. And Aaron was less than excited about it.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
But, it was just Aaron and the comedian on stage in front of 1,000 people or so.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. You know, like, because he tried, I don't even remember really exactly all of what it was, but he had like a unicycle and he was trying to ride it and grab a hold of me, and it's like I didn't budge. And he's like, whoa, you know.
You're a stout man. You're a tree of a man.
The other thing I remember is he's doing these magic tricks, and then the next thing you know, it's like he pulled boxers out of my pants. You know, it was like, what the hell was that, man? Like, where did those come from? But just totally took me for a loop, but it was funny, yeah.
And I got it all on video.
He was on the unicycle, the comedian was. Aaron's just standing there, and he's acting like he's going to crash, and so he's grabbing a hold of Aaron, like in different places. And it starts to get awkward because he's fumbling around longer than he probably should have been. He's like, come on, really? Where do you keep your wallet? Apparently he was trying to snatch his wallet out of his pockets, but he couldn't find it. And Aaron's like, right up front. So people can't steal it.
Works. Yeah, obviously.
It did work. Yeah, that was a fun time. And yeah, we do have that video. I think I have the one of Aaron on my personal YouTube, and Vicky has the one of me on her phone. I need to get that so I can put it on YouTube. Branson was fun. A lot more fun when Aaron lost at everything, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
So, yeah, you know, we've done a lot of traveling together, but what, you think it started with Georgia or Great Boundary Water?
Well, yeah, the trip started when we went to go pick up that trailer in Georgia. That was for sure the first time we did anything like that, which was definitely an experience. You know, because we're cruising along.
I think our first time was actually Colorado when we went to Estes Park.
Well, that was your guys. Oh, well, yeah, you guys came up and visited. Yeah, but we don't want to talk about that one either.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Estes Park. Aaron doesn't want to talk about Estes Park because I outfished him there.
Which is not a big accomplishment. If anybody knows, there's one thing that I'm terrible at, that's fishing.
Yeah.
I'm not a good fisherman.
And if anybody knows anything about me, I'm the world's second worst fisherman next to Aaron.
See, I got to let him win at something, I guess. And it's fishing. Yeah.
So, but every time Aaron and I get together, we end up getting in trouble somehow. So we're taking a horseback riding tour through the Rockies at Estes Park. This was the dumbest thing ever, you know.
Well, the horses are super trained, you know. Like all they do is just stick their nose on the horse in front of their butt and just follow them. It was boring, you know. It's like I mean,
half a mile an hour.
It was beautiful, but then I don't remember who it was, Troy or I, got the brilliant idea of like pulling the reins back and slowing the horse down.
Yeah, because we were in a train, like you said, nose to butt. So,
and then there's a gap. So there's a gap, and then once the gap is big enough, we would trot the horses up.
Unleash the stallion and run about 30, well, maybe 15, 20 feet
Neither
up.
one of us are horseback riders either.
No.
So this is probably not a safe thing to do at all.
We probably fish better than we ride horses.
The sad thing is, I was the last horse, and my horse was getting pissed.
Yeah, I was holding my horse back, and Vicky's horse was running its nose up my horse's butt, and it was getting mad.
It bit him.
So it started biting my horse on the butt. Started kicking around, and Vicky's like, "Hey, easy, big fella."
And you guys know when kids are doing something bad, they get all giggly and like gets awkwardly quiet, or you know, there's something's obviously going on,
and the guide was in the front, leading the way,
and so the guide caught wind of something awkward going on because of the silence or the giggling or you know whatever it was. So she looks back and sees Troy trotting the horse, and she's like, "If you do that one more time, I'm gonna put you up here with me." You know.
She got mad. I mean, I thought we were just having a little bit of fun, but ooh, no.
Yeah, it was fun for me to hear her threaten him like that.
Yeah, which Aaron was doing the same thing.
But I just, like I said,
he just didn't get caught.
Yeah, like in that first episode, you know, I learned to play dumb early. You know, and got sneaky about it too.
I've getting in trouble for you my whole life.
You're welcome.
Or your whole life.
You're welcome for that.
Yeah.
Get you that thick skin. But so we also did a fishing trip while we were there too, and we paid this guide to take us out brook trout fishing.
Yes.
And man, you got a guide with you. You're gonna be able to catch some fish. That's what you pay them for, right? Well, guess who didn't do very good?
Yeah, that'd be us.
Me especially. Troy caught probably double the fish that I did. And when I say fish, I don't even know that fish is a real accurate term for what we were catching.
No.
They were like minnows.
Yeah, the guide told us, well, you're really not here at the right time. Story of our life when it comes to fishing. So the river, he said, it was like 8-10 inches deep.
Yeah, it wasn't
and he
deep.
said like a month ago it was like 3 foot deep and the big trout were running. But so yeah, I was shallow and
catching little bitty
catching
minnows.
These little fish sticks and
Sticks.
throwing them back. I don't think any of us caught anything like even a pound or anything. They were tiny.
No.
But I did catch several more.
Yeah. Yes.
Probably the same fish over and over again.
Maybe.
It was like I tried it, because you'd feel the line get their bite on it, and you're supposed to pull. But then I don't know if I'm just that slow or what. But yeah, I was way slow. I didn't catch them.
Speaking of fishing trips, remember the Great Boundary Waters trip we took?
Yeah, another one, right?
That was yeah, it was cool because the first we get out on the canoe. We're canoeing.
Yeah.
The Great Boundary Waters is really cool because it's a whole bunch of islands, and so you get your canoe and your backpacks and
it's a whole bunch of lakes.
Yeah, lakes.
Exactly.
So we portage carrying our canoe over our heads to a lake. We get in the lake and we canoe over to another land. Then we portage some more, and you can go way up and you can go up into Canada. So we finally get to this one lake. We're like, let's try fishing. First cast of the trip.
It was where they dropped us off. The guides dropped us off, and we put the boats in the water, and we were so excited about fishing. We got halfway across, and we're like, let's just try it. We're not where we're going yet, but let's try it. First cast out that I had, caught a fish.
Caught a big old bass.
I'm like, hell yeah, this is going to
be
awesome.
This is going to be a great week.
Maybe we're not such bad fishermen.
And then the second cast, we didn't get nothing.
We didn't catch another fish the whole day.
The fourth and the fifth, and yeah, we fished and fished and fished, didn't catch nothing.
The whole day, we just caught that one on the very first cast, and it was me that caught him.
It was, but then I outfished you the next day.
Yeah,
our campsite was real close to Canada,
waterfall.
And a waterfall, yeah. But we took our canoe over into Canada without papers.
Yeah.
I might be admitting to something illegal here.
Trespassed into Canada.
But yeah, we went to Canada, and boy, the fish were biting over there. I caught 5 bass. Aaron didn't catch nothing, and he kept trying, and he says, we're not leaving until I catch a fish. And at this point, I'm praying, catch a fish, man. I'm done. I'm giving him my lure I was using. Nothing. He can't catch a fish.
It was like cheating, too, because if you got polarized glasses on, you could see the water was so clear, you could see where the fish were. And I was casting right next to him, so I don't know what the heck I was doing.
I don't either. I don't know. Maybe it's karma for all the grief you gave me as a kid. But whatever it was, so I caught 5 fish. We decided we're going to eat these fish by the campfire. So we canoe from Canada back into America, and I start looking, and maybe it was Aaron. One of us.
It was me.
We're both
it's like
animal lovers.
The older I get, the less I like the idea of hurting or killing an animal. So
yeah,
like
and we had food in our backpacks. So, we started thinking about cutting these fish up and all this stuff. And I was like, I don't know if I really want to kill these things and eat fish tonight. And so anyway, we decided, okay, we're not. So, but these are Canadian fish. And we brought them back to America. So I'm pulling them off the stringer, and I'm holding each one up and saying, welcome to America. And I released it into the water. Gave it a better life, I hope.
We smuggled some life into the U.S.
We did. But the funny thing was, you go north to catch pike, muskies, whatever fish they catch up there. You could catch largemouth bass at Lake Perry, 5 miles from my house, all day long.
That's all we got.
And all we caught was bass. Yeah. But yeah, that Great Boundaries Waters was a great trip. We should just have a podcast on that alone. There's a lot to talk about that. We got a lot of trips that we've taken. I think we better call it good on this one. You guys want to come back next week and talk some more trips? I mean, what else are you doing,
I'll leave this one to Jennifer.
Sure, why not?
All right, let's do it. Vicky, what wine are we tasting today?
This one's an Empty Nesters apple. It's a semi-sweet.
Oh, I promised Jennifer a sweet wine this week.
This
and
one's
you got
a
semi-sweet.
lot sweeter. It's a semi, but it's still pretty sweet.
Smells good. Smells delicious. Them Empty Nesters know how to make wine.
Yeah, I already had to pour a second glass for this one.
Vicky's over there drinking the whole time. That's why you don't hear her talk too much.
What time is it, Vicky?
Wine time?
Wine time.
11 a.m.
So.
No, it isn't. It's 3 p.m. I just posted this podcast at 3 p.m.
Ah, yes.
That's a good wine.
Yeah.
It's not too sweet, but it's not dry. So
It doesn't really even taste like what I would consider wine. You guys know that I'm not a big wine drinker, but it's that one went down really easy.
Well, you like a lot of those apple ciders, so it probably
that's
is
true.
a similar flavor profile.
it's a good wine. Hey, come back, check us out next week. We're going to bring Aaron and Jennifer back and talk some more stories about traveling. It's December. We're getting close to Christmas time. Empty Nesters will not be open before Christmas, but we do have gift cards available for sale if you want to get a gift card for somebody's Christmas present. Just know this, we probably will be open around the 1st of March. So if you do buy a gift card to give to someone, know that they're not going to be able to use it next week or, after the first of the year. They'll probably have to hold it until March. But give me a call, 785-218-7760, or stop by the winery. I'm usually up there working. If you stop by, just check the door. If it's open, I'm back there. If it's not open, give me a call. If you want to purchase a gift card for somebody for Christmas, I'd be happy to help. So, catch us next week. Thank you.